going here in just a sec. I have a special treat for you guys tonight. We have one of our Solavei thousandaires. His name is Steve Stucke. He's going to be joining us here in just a little bit, and hopefully give us some. He's going to give us. He's building a very large organization, very successful in some other things, and he's going to give us some insight as to some other things going on and his perception of Solavei, and probably give us a tip or two. So you may want to get a piece of paper and a pen and write down a few nuggets, because when we bring these leaders on, it's always great to see and hear what's going on and what they do differently, and we pass that information out to all of our team so that we're here for you, and you can take what nuggets you want with you and which ones you don't. So you know, it's really cool though to be able to have all of these resources available to us, and I'm still waiting to hear back. Hopefully we've got everything going here. It looks like we should. Dialed in on the phone line. Oh, here we go. Okay, so if I would have unmuted the phone, we would have been okay, and you wouldn't have seen anything just looking crazy. But guys, I apologize. We are streaming over 3 different platforms right now, trying to get this webinar exposed to as many people, and I'm sitting here with mute on my phone, and you're seeing me talk, but nothing come out. So I apologize for that. We're going to get this straight, hopefully by Sunday. It's all new to us, going from 3 different platforms, streaming across, trying to see how many folks are absolutely you know, getting this exposed to. So very, very interesting there. And I apologize. I'm sitting there talking to you, and I had to mute on my phone because I had an audio problem over my computer, and I had to dial in. So if anybody on the meeting is, hopefully everything's coming through. Good. Okay. Awesome. And I just got confirmation that it's coming through on the Google Hangout side and the Facebook feed, so that's great. Guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Tuesday night 4GExtremeTeam overview of Solavei. Guys, this is a crazy, crazy opportunity that has just been sweeping the nation. My name is Keith Gibson. I'm one of the founders of the 4GExtremeTeam, along with Billy Funk, who is my business partner. And feel free to join us on our Facebook and Twitter pages, 4GExtremeTeam, to keep up to date on the information that's going on. If you're a part of Solavei, we'd love to have you on that team or on the Facebook page, so that you guys can answer, you know, get any questions answered, see the momentum that's going on, and seeing things that are happening. So let's go ahead and jump right into this presentation. I'm not going to hold you too long. I know I'm already running a little late, but you know, I really wanted to get into the point of saying that this is so crazy simple that we could stop right now. And you know, what's really, really cool about that is there's only 3 things that we do. We basically get other people involved with Solavei. So you got to become a member, and that's anything different than a Costco or a Sam's Club. But there is one difference, you know, and I'm going to explain that in just a minute. The other thing that we're going to do is we get social. We tell people. We use these webinars that we have. We use Facebook, Twitter, and all these other things to get Solavei out there and get it exposed to people, and let them know that there's something out there that they need to take a look at. And very simply, by doing just those first 2 steps, we lead to the 3rd step, which is creating your first trio. And I'm going to explain what a trio is. But creating that first trio, creating that momentum, that drive, and absolutely very easily achieve free cell phone service, and then go take that further to actually put in some cash in your pocket through our rewards program, which is really second to none. It's been an incredible road. So why Solavei? Well, first off, the biggest thing is the incredible value proposition. You know, our first product right now is unlimited talk, text, and 4G data nationwide for $49. It's not the cheapest, but I'm going to tell you this, it's a lot less expensive than some of the others out there. So right off the bat, 9 chances out of 10 we'll be able to save some people some money as we're talking to them. You know, we're not trying to sell them a juice, a lotion, a potion, or anything like that. You know, we can simply help people by showing them that there's an alternative to their $70, $80 bill. The ability to reduce or totally eliminate your monthly service is just a total, absolute ringer, positive, no-brainer for this company. I can tell you that I have not paid a cell phone bill since May of last year. So May of 2012 was my last cell phone bill I've ever paid. And I will tell you, I've paid a cell phone bill from the age of 18 all the way up until 39, pretty much every month. So I can't even imagine the amount of money that I've spent over those years. We can actually realistically, guys, I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke. I'm going to tell you the truth. Realistically, generate about $1,200 to $1,400 in the next 60 to 90 days. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you're going to be a multi-millionaire next week. You know, I want to be 100% honest with you, 100% realistic, and let you know that, look, with what we have and what we have in front of us and what this company is doing, we want to create millions of thousandaires, not thousands of millionaires. Now, there's going to be some millionaires made, of course, but here's the deal. This is so driven towards any individual can do this, because think about how many people have cell phones. So very, very powerful there. And then I just have a little statement down there that said your determination and commitment drive success, and that's exactly what it is. If you're lazy, you don't need to be here. I mean, I want to be blunt about that. And when I say lazy, I mean, if you're coming and looking at Solavei and you're saying, hey, all I want is the $49 service, that's great. We'd love to have you on the team. But don't expect to just come into Solavei and do nothing and see the rewards. I mean, that just doesn't happen. So I want to be completely honest with you. That's what our team does. We're not going to blow any smoke. We're just going to tell you the way it is and what happens. Matter of fact, just a quick side note, what we do and why we're so honest. I had a gentleman the other day. Matter of fact, we've been talking on and on, or on and off, and I wanted to let him know. He said, hey, it doesn't look like Solavei has very, very strong signal in this area that I'm at, and that's very true in some states, some areas, because he's so far in the sticks. He saw the opportunity and everything else, and I said, look, I don't want this to be the wrong move for you. So if you can't have the product, hey, Solavei might not be right for you. And that's turning away people just because I want them to have the best experience possible. And, some areas it just doesn't work. I mean, there's some places Verizon doesn't work. There's some places AT&T doesn't work. So just understand that. We're going to lead you in the right direction. We're going to be a completely 100% honest, and that's what we built our team on. That's what I built myself on, just a pure honest opinion about businesses and companies. So I want to start with the billion-dollar corporate team. Guys, Solavei has put together an incredible team headed up by our founder and CEO, Mr. Ryan Wirch. Very incredible gentleman. Got to have the esteemed pleasure of meeting with him several times over the past year. Had some breakfast, some private dinners. Very, very cool. He's got a lot of insight. He's a technology guy. He's also a very, very smart business gentleman. He's taken some other companies to over $1 billion worth of enterprise. So very, very powerful man in the helm there. And he's brought some other people to the team that are just what we consider the best of the industry. John Rittenhouse. He's our Chief Operating Officer. He was the former Chief Operating Officer of Walmart, Louis Vuitton, and Target. I mean, just absolute huge names, guys. Billion-dollar companies. So, for him to be our Chief Operating Officer, very, very cool there. Jim Ryan, just going to touch on him real quick. Very instrumental in the whole process of our products. He's our head of products, and he was the former head of services for AT&T, Sprint, and some O2 and some other companies, but he was very instrumental in bringing the iPhone. When Apple said, hey, I want to bring the iPhone to a company, he was very much a part of that integration with iPhone coming to AT&T at the time. So very, very interesting gentleman. Got a lot to offer with his technology and stuff that we're putting together, which we are doing something that nobody's ever done before, integrating technology into a social platform. That is crazy. So very, very cool. Hats off to Jim. Got to meet Jim several times too. And Maria Pincheski, our head of member services, former VP of services or member services, customer services, relations for T-Mobile. Very, very powerful young lady there. Just got to meet her several times too. Very, very great team that we have together. They can lead the ship for us. They can make sure that things are going so that we don't have to worry about the other things that are going on. Now, guys, I do want to stress one thing. I'm not a professional speaker. Okay, I'm just an average guy sitting here telling you about an opportunity and telling you about something that's just crazy and just has captured me. And I hope that you do see what we're going to see. So there might be a stumble up here and there, or like I said, I'm not a professional speaker. My name is Keith Gibson. So, but anyway, here it is. We're going to continue on. Solavei works on 4 major trends that we have going on right now in the U.S., and that's the economy. It's an all-time low. I'm not going to go over it. You guys still know the economy is not where it needs to be. So that's the one trend that Solavei is part of. The other trend is social media. Now this is really cool because if you think about how, take just a second to think about how our world has changed as far as communications over the past couple of years. It's just absolutely phenomenal. Everybody probably on this webinar right now has a Facebook account, a Twitter account, maybe YouTube, LinkedIn, and if you don't, it's no big deal. I'm just saying that it's huge how we communicate now. it's actually not just one of those things that, oh, so-and-so has it. It's just about everybody has it. I mean, it's like your address. I mean, people don't even ask for that. It's like, hey, what's your email? They don't even do that anymore. Hey, what's your Facebook? Or what's your Twitter? What's what's your YouTube page? What's your LinkedIn account? So very, very powerful tools. Social media, how it is so intertwined in our daily lives these days. The fourth major trend is mobile. Okay, just another huge, huge piece of our life, guys. It's a $170 billion industry and over 331 million connections in the United States alone, and that number goes up every single day. The average cell phone bill, about $71, $75. Whether you're on a shared plan, a non-shared plan, this plan or that plan, whatever it may be. If you think about it, we have so many mobile phones right now. I have people that I've seen that, middle school. I drive by a middle school when I go to work in the morning, and middle school kids have iPhones, okay, or Androids, all the way up to. We have a lady in Hawaii. A couple of people on her team up there. She's 86 years old, and she has the old standard flip phone, but you know what? She doesn't have a corded phone anymore. So she's part of Solavei, and she just saw this and said, you know what? Why not? It just makes sense. And the next major trend is social sharing. Guys, you have done this from the minute that you have communicated with people, basically. So in other words, it's nothing more than telling people about something, a great experience that you've had, a new car that you bought, a movie that you watched, a great dinner that you ate. That's all it is, because it's you tell people about a great experience or a product, and that's social sharing, okay? And it is huge. People tell people about great experiences all the time, especially since we integrate Facebook and everything else. I mean, look at how fast things travel. Look at how fast the word of mouth has just gotten electronic, and it's just, it just flies. So another key note about this, excuse me, another key note. Sorry, I'm getting a little hoarse today. I did a lot of talking. Another key note to notice about this is, 90%, 97% of consumers trust what a friend says. Okay, friends trust friends. You tell them about something, and the best thing I can say is we have this place down here in Knoxville called Turkey Creek, and there's a new restaurant that comes up every single day, it seems like. And whether they do advertise it or not, I probably have heard of it. But until my friend comes over and says, hey, Keith, I had a great steak, or I had some great seafood at that new restaurant, you got to check it out. Then it clicks in my head and say, hey, I got to go do that. I'm going to go check it out. And that's social sharing. You know what? And here's the key. They never paid you for that. They never gave you anything for that. Now, a couple companies will give you a little referral card or anything, hey, get a free fry or something like that, or maybe a free entree. But, that's social sharing. Okay, and you do it day in and day out, whether you know it, whether it's a good product, whether it's a bad product, a great experience, or a bad experience. So what Solavei's done is they've leveraged these four things into an opportunity, the economy, social media, mobile, and social sharing, into this, what we call a social platform. Okay, Solavei social commerce platform. And their mission is to make commerce less expensive, and even profitable to our members. All of our members, okay, pay less for goods and services than they normally would. I.e., the mobile service. Average bill $71 with the other companies, $49 with Solavei. Okay, so we save money on products and services. They're not going to be things that we use every single day. Okay, they're not going to be lotions and potions and things that you stick on the wall. These are going to be actual viable products that we use every single day, products and services. We have a community. Okay, this is that social platform I was telling you about. Everybody's tied in Twitter and Facebook. Well, we kind of have a Facebook thing going on in our back office and our team sites. That kind of has the same effect. We see things that are going on, and whether you decide to become a member of Solavei or not, if you just get the Solavei service, that's awesome. Hey, no problem. But even with just a service, you have the opportunity to earn income, and that's really, really cool because there's nothing extra. Okay, there's no $500 sign-up fee. There's no $200 auto ship. There's nothing like that. Okay, so understand that this is what it is. Okay. Here's cool. Here's another thing. Solavei wants to create millions of thousandaires. Okay, that is very, very powerful because many of your other companies out there want to say that, look, we want the big money, and everybody talks about that, and everybody. Now, guys, there is some big money in this. But what I want to do, and what our team is really shooting for, and our goal is, like I said, to create millions of thousandaires. We want to help our team get to an extra, $250 to $1,200 a month. Okay, if they want to take it further than that, that's awesome. We're going to do that. That's gonna happen. It is happening. We see 1,000 heirs coming up on our team all the time. Okay, so very, very powerful there. I see some comments coming across the board there. Please keep on going. Yes, we do compete with Walmart and AT&T. Guys, it is absolutely phenomenal. You know, here's one real quick interjection to that. As Bill is saying on there, you know, he's saying, hey, look, we're competing with Walmart. I don't even think it's a comparison. Because you know what? If I take some of my friends down to Walmart with me and walk in and say, hey, are you going to give me free mobile service because I brought them in the door with me, they're going to laugh you right out of Walmart. Okay? Not with Solavei. Not with Solavei. And we're going to explain exactly, I'm going to explain exactly how that's going to happen. We've talked about our first product, okay, it's mobile service. And what that's going to do is that's going to tie everything else together that we're doing. Guys, we're only about a year old. We're on the 21st of this month. We have reached the year anniversary. I will be in Seattle, Washington for that all-in bash. Okay, I was there at the launch. I will be there at the 1-year anniversary. Guys, it is absolutely incredible what we have accomplished in just 1 year. Okay, we started with mobile service. That's always going to be there. But what happens is, you know, we're a social commerce company. We're not just Solavei the mobile company. Okay, we're launching retail. It's coming September 21st. We're launching a retail product, which you'll be able to retail discounts. We may get into IPTV or satellite TV. I don't know. It could be insurance. What Ryan Wirch is going to do, as certain things come about, and they're going to be beneficial to you and me as the members, that's when he's going to put them into this pipeline, put this out to the members. Guys, it's nothing different than Costco. Think about Costco or Sam's Club. Why do you buy a membership? You go in there because you're going to buy something in bulk and you're going to get a discounted price for it. Okay? That's a membership. Now you're going to pay $45 at those membership places whether you buy something or not just to get in the door. What I can tell you is, let's talk about membership real quick. Membership with Solavei is nothing more than your mobile service. Okay? There's no enrollment fee. There's no website fee. There's no auto ship fee. It is switching your mobile service to Solavei, which is really, really cool. Now, getting back to that, what is our mobile offering? Well, we utilize the T-Mobile network. We're branded, you know, they are absolutely rock starring it right now. I mean, turn on your TV for a minute, and within the next 15 minutes on TV, I guarantee you're going to see a T-Mobile ad. I mean, they are launching their brand new 4G LTE platform. You know, it is crazy. They have 4G now in most places, but you know what? That new LTE platform, I have seen reports in some areas saying that they're getting huge data speeds of like 50 to 55 megs down, like in Las Vegas. Crazy. We have some guys in Vegas right now that said, you know what, when they switched over from AT&T to Solavei, they were getting about 30 to 50% faster speeds. Very, very powerful, guys. And you can have that all for $49 a month, unlimited talk, text, 4G data. Okay? Now I want to be honest. There is a cap on the data. The 4G data stops at 4 gigs. And if you look at what T-Mobile's plan is, guys, their first price point of where they're at is 2 gigs worth of data. So we're doubling that for less than what, you know, for the same price point of what they're at. And here's the kicker of the whole thing. No other company is going to reward you when you share it with other people. You know, you share it with 3 people and they come aboard Solavei and they switch their mobile service, guess what? You're going to get $20 back a month. Okay? A month, that's right, because we pay our cell phone bill every month. So very, very cool. Now let's talk about a couple of the other companies up there for those of you who are on the phone. You know, Verizon, $80 a month. You know, AT&T, $65. Sprint, $109. And you're going to say, well, Keith, Straight Talk is only $45 a month. Well, you know what? I'm going to say you're absolutely right. It's $49 a month. But you know what? Once again, going back to the old statement, they're not going to give you they're not going to give you the option to totally reduce your bill or even eliminate it or put money in your pocket. Just not going to happen. Only with Solavei. Hey, no credit check, no contract. Everyone qualifies. It's prepaid, guys. Okay? So if somebody's had something wrong with their credit, you know, bad things happen to good people. Happens all the time, man. You know, here they just pay for their service, come aboard, and they're happy. Okay? Perfect. That's why prepaid's becoming so big, guys. Okay? And that's the way it should be. Other countries do it a little bit different than the United States. You know, we're kind of backwards. We do contracts and all that other stuff. You know, in most states, you know, most countries, like England, speaking of which, we're getting ready to launch international, okay? So keep that in mind. but most of them are prepaid and very little contract. So getting into that, well, Keith, okay, this sounds great. $49, okay, crazy mobile service, unlimited talk, text, and data. Okay, can I bring my phone? Well, here's the deal. If you have an unlocked compatible GSM phone, you can bring to Solavei. Yes, iPhones work, okay, Galaxy S3s work, Galaxy Note 2s, okay, one of the biggest, baddest phones out there, all the way to the old standard flip phones, guys. Remember I was telling you about that lady up in Hawaii that's 80 years old? She doesn't want all the fancy gadgets. She just wants to be able to talk to somebody. But you know what? She can do it free. And like I said, we have this great tool. You go right in your back, you go right on the main web page, type in a number, you get that off your phone, it tells you exactly what to do. It will tell you exactly whether that phone's fully compatible, 4G compatible, 3G compatible, so it gives you all that information. And I will tell you this, Bill, we're going to hook you up in just a minute there. I'll answer all of your questions at the end of the webinar, okay? Keep bringing those questions in there because I'll take care of them for you. So here's the deal. $39 with this promotion. It ends tonight, okay? And now it's $39 for the first 3 months. That's crazy, okay? Not only was $49 a great deal, $39 for the next 3 months. So if you're on the fence or knew anybody that was on the fence, I mean, what an opportunity, okay? Save another 10 bucks. So I can guarantee you it'll go up to $49 plus the tax, but that's it. That's what we base our company on. It's always been $49. So occasionally there's some promotions that Mr. Reinwert pushes out, and this is this big push to really, really blow up our first annual, our first annual bash and celebration of the company. So really cool. Like I said, all the way from your normal smartphone, all the way, or your regular phone, all the way up to a cool smartphone. You're good to go. We can usually get you going. If you need a phone, Bill, this might answer some of your questions. If you need a phone, we have another cool thing called ExtremePhoneFinder.com. www.ExtremePhoneFinder.com. I can't take credit for this. One of our other team members, one of our family members, I should say, because he's not actually on our team. He's a great member a great guy that I met that we work together, and he actually put this together that goes out, and you can do a search. It'll go out to Amazon and some other sites and check it all out, and put your specs in there. Hey, I want it for Solavei. I want this price range. Bam. It'll take you out there and show you some of the stuff that's available. And if you do need a phone, we have some other resources. Man, you can pick up a nice phone from Walmart. Okay, yeah, okay, Walmart. I'm not advertising for them, but Walmart, Best Buy, Target, Craigslist, eBay, Amazon. And what we're going to do is we're not going to let you in the dark. The person that invited you here, or myself, if you need to talk to me, is going to help you say, well, you know what, this is where I'm at now, this is what I really want, what's the best way to go? That's what we're going to do. We're going to teach you and show you exactly the resources that you need to be able to get set up with Solavei. It's simple, okay? This is not complex. All we do is we get people to switch to Solavei Mobile, and we take that and we share it. Now, how do we share it? We can do it just like we're doing, bring people to my webinars. Okay, I do these every single Tuesday and just about every Sunday. Okay? These are for you guys. This is for the team. That's why our team has exploded, over the past year to thousands of members. Okay, very, very cool what happened in just a little over a year. But we also have the opportunity now to share it on Facebook, on Pinterest, on Twitter. I have YouTube videos up. Google Plus, LinkedIn. Guys, our social reach right now is so much bigger than it's ever been. I never was a heavy Facebook user until just about a year ago. I actually got on there just to find some friends, okay, from the military, and it ended up being, hey, everybody's doing it, get involved with it. And you know what? I found out that it's an incredible way to communicate with people, okay? So really, really neat what we can do these days. Now, here's the cool fact. I know that I don't have the newest numbers, but I can tell you this, that Solavei has paid out over $12 million, okay, in rewards to its members in the first 9 months alone. We're going on a year. I'm going to get some new stats, I'm sure, at the beginning of, at the about 3 weeks from now, to see exactly what the numbers are. I can tell you that we have, it's just absolutely crazy because it's gaining momentum and exponential growth. We launched September 21st, 2000. Oh, I need to change my slide. 2012. That's when we launched. And now in July, okay, I've got to update my slides again. This is a little bit later because I don't have some newer numbers. But I can guesstimate right now that we have about 270,000 folks. I just signed somebody up the other day, and if their numbers correlate to where we're at, we're about 270,000 folks that have come aboard and joined Solavei in the past year. Now, guys, this is still new. You're on the forefront of something. This, people say, hey, this is going viral already. Guys, it hasn't even gone viral. It's gonna go super viral. Okay? You're about to hear the things like, oh, what's those cell phone companies? Verizon, AT&T, Solavei, T-Mobile, Sprint? You're going to start hearing that because people are just understanding that there is a different way of thinking about this, and they want to be a part of Solavei. Now, what do you get? We talked about the membership. It's $49. It's a $9 SIM card. That's it. Okay? So, you're $49, and actually I'm going to speak in the terms of $39 tonight, but, $39, your SIM card, which is $9, and a little bit of tax, whatever that may be. Okay? What do you get? Well, you get your first month of service coming to you. Okay? You also get this cool website called the My Solavei website, and it's given to you. Nothing extra. Some other companies that I've been in, you had to pay extra money for a website. Guys, this is professional. This is top grade, top notch. I have yet to see some marketing materials and stuff that the companies have put out that just isn't. This is top notch. This is one of the best companies that I've seen for giving you the tools that you need to instantly start without having to spend any extra money. And that's hard to say with a lot of other companies. So this is included. You don't have to pay anything extra for it. And what it does is it tracks what's happening in your community, okay, on your network. It shows you what your rewards are. You got this app that you can go in and you can congratulate people when they join your team. Now this is probably one of the most important parts. Well, you're saying, Keith, I like Facebook, I like Twitter, but how am I going to help? How am I going to help expose Solavei? Okay? Well, very simply, you tie into the Solavei website. It links to your Facebook and Twitter pages, and you can instantly send out messages. You can instantly send out videos. There's new content being added there every single day. Very, very powerful stuff. Very great videos, all professionally done. If you haven't seen any of them, they are just top-notch. Company spends no expense when they go to these videos. They're just very, very well done. So they give you all of this stuff to get you going, to understand that, look, we don't need all that extra junk. Plus, you have our team, the 4G Extreme team. I mean, we are here day in, day out pretty much. I'm available just about any time, and I help explain it after somebody's been exposed to it. I want to teach you until you're ready to take that torch by yourself. Okay? So enrolling new members, you can do it right from your website. Literally takes you 5 minutes. 5 minutes to enroll somebody. Okay? Very simply, they're tied to you. They're in your network. You get them, get them activated. They get their own website. They can start sharing it pretty much immediately. We take the time. We want to walk you through that, get you familiar with your website and stuff. But in about a week, in about 3 or 4 days, you're going to get your SIM card, depending on when it is. If it's the weekend, understand it's the weekend. Okay? But about 3 to 4 days, you're going to get your SIM card from corporate. Or if you have a sponsor right there, or somebody, one of our leaders is right there with you, and they have SIM cards, guys, they can hand it to you. And you can literally get activated through the portal in 5 minutes. So what did we do? First step, we enrolled. Second step, we got our SIM card. Bam, we activated it within 5 minutes. You got a brand new number. Keith, I want to keep my phone number. No problem. We can port existing active phone numbers, and I have to put up there that it takes 24 hours, but quick story, we had a guy fully ported and activated in under 15 minutes the other day. Now, it all depends on what carrier you're coming from, but understand that they're happening pretty fast, and as long as the information is 100% correct, guys, it's awesome. Let's see here. Okay, so the Solavei PayCard. You'll get that in about a week. What is this PayCard? Well, this is what's really cool. It's a great conversation piece to start with, but second off, it's where all of your commissions go. Where all your rewards go. And what your rewards are is it takes a look at your network. Remember I said every 3 people that you share Solavei with and they come in, you're going to get a $20 a month that goes right on this card. Right? You can use it to swipe for gas. You can use it to pay for your Solavei service. You can eat. You can go to Walmart and write one of these checks they send you and withdraw the money for cash. It can go right into your bank if you want to, automatic. It's awesome. Okay? And I don't have my wallet in here, or do I? You know what? Here, actually, I have one. This number's no good anymore. I had to get another card. But anyway, it's here, guys. It's a Visa. It's a Visa debit card. Works awesome. So you're going to get that in about a week. And this is what we're really excited about. We're really excited about not only the mobile side, okay? I mean, that is just awesome in itself. But here's the cool. Hopefully they'll refund it. Bill, I need to talk to you offline about that. Just hold on. You know, I'll get together with you. Here's the thing. Solavei Marketplace, okay, launching September 21st. What's so cool about this? Just for being a member, you're going to be able to swipe this card at places like GameStop, online places like Petco, Walmart, you name it. You're going to be able to swipe that and get an instant discount. Pretty cool. And you can actually load these cards. If you don't have any rewards going on it yet, it's a regular debit card, so you can actually load money on it and use it for your everyday expenses. And what's really cool is it's tied back to Solavei, and if they're part of the Solavei Marketplace, you're going to get the instant discount. So really cool things coming, and we'll explain that in another one when I get some more details about all of that. You'll be able to go out and get local businesses. If you guys have ever heard of Groupon, you know, kind of a flare, kind of takeoff of Groupon, just one of the fastest companies, I think the fastest company to reach $1 billion. So very, very powerful stuff here coming, guys. So having said all that, how many people do you think you could share Solavei with? Okay, I don't have the numbers up on the board right now, but I can tell you we probably have about 60, 70, maybe 80 people on the line right now watching. Okay, now that's really cool because why does that happen? Well, first off, somebody invited you here. If you're not part of the team already, somebody thought enough to say, hey, let's go see this crazy guy called Keith, and he's one of the founders of this 4GExtremeTeam, and what is this Solavei stuff? Well, we're here to do the heavy lifting for you. Okay, so having said that, what could you do? Go out and tell some people? Well, if you just told 3 people and said, hey, there's a different way of thinking about our mobile service right now, you got to take a look at this. If you brought just 3 folks to Solavei, you're going to make $20 a month. Okay, let's double that. What if you brought 6 people? What if you really want to go out and help people, which is what we're here doing? Okay, how much do you think an extra $1,000 a month would help somebody right now? Like I said, I'm not promising you $5,000, $10,000 a month. I'm promising you, okay, if you get busy and follow this program, I'm promising, you know, that within the next 60 to 90 days, you could be a Solavei thousandaire, extra $1,000 to $1,200 a month. And here's the deal: even if it takes you a year to get there, which I mean, we have people doing it left and right, but even if it takes a year to get there, that's still a very, very nice extra grand a month. Put it towards bills, expenses, whatever you want. But here's the deal: what we want to start with is, look, let's get your mobile service for free. So what do? Share it with 9 people. Okay, go out and tell 9 people that there's a different way and a better way to get their mobile service. And by doing that, you create $60 in rewards. Your bill's $49. Okay, you do the math. You've got enough money left over to go grab a Mickey D's Happy Meal, okay, or Whopper Meal or whatever it's called. I have to give my Happy Meals to my kids all the time. But you know what? That's it. That's free. That's the first start. You're saying, hey guys, I don't pay for my mobile service. Now, here's the deal: Solavei still believes that those folks that you share it with, okay, you should be rewarded for that too. For every 3 people that show up in your in your personal network, okay, your second network, you're going to get extra $10 a month. What? Huh? That's right. So very simply put, I'm going to take Bill because he's on the board there. So if I go and share it with Bill, Tom, and Susie, okay, I've created $20. Okay, that's what they're going to give me every month. Now, if Bill goes out and shares it, well, if Bill shares it with 1 person and Sue shares it with 1 person and Tom shares it with 1 person, well, guess what? That's going to generate an extra $10 for me. That's not bad. Okay, not for them helping me work. Okay, that's the idea. It's all about everybody working together. Now, there's some stipulations to things that happen later on, but look, you don't depend on anybody else to do this for you. We're going to help you. Okay, but get out there and you got to tell people about it. That's all right. That's how we work. We don't spend the money on advertising dollars. Okay, that money comes back to us because you're not going to see billboards with Solavei from corporate, you know, go up and all this other stuff. Okay, they're not going to advertise on TV. Now, you may see something on TV, but that's probably somebody locally doing it, one of the other leaders or something like that. But really, really cool if you think about what can happen, what the potential is. Now, who can you share this with? You know, for those of you on the phone, co-workers, family members, entrepreneurs, business owners, PTA, college students, I could go on and on and on and on, and it really boils down to anybody that has a cell phone. That's pretty much it. If you see someone that has a cell phone in their hand, you better be talking to them. And even if they don't have a cell phone in their hand, you better ask them if they know of anybody that has a cell phone, because that is our market. Any and everybody that has a cell phone. Okay? Very, very powerful. Now look, I said what I want everybody to do is at least get free mobile service. That's absolutely correct. We want to help you do that. But if you want to take the next level, we're going to help you do that too. We have a thing called the 1K challenge. Okay? And the first step is what we call becoming a social partner. And that is when you go out and you share it with a couple more people, and they share it with a couple people, you can very easily reach an extra $200 what they call path pay reward bonus. Now $250, guys, that's a light bill. Okay, when was the last time your cell phone paid your light bill? When was the last time your cell phone paid a car payment or an insurance payment? Okay, now after that you share it with a couple more people, and you build that network just a little bit more. You can do this all by yourself if you want. Okay, that's what's really cool. We have people, I have a rock star right now that said, you know what, Keith, I don't worry about anybody else. I create my own destiny. He asked me exactly what he needs to do to reach an extra $1,000 to $1,400 a month. I told him, and he's 3/4 of the way there in 2 months. College kid, just absolutely exceptional. Okay, so here's the deal. Solavei Thousandaire is a very, very achievable goal. And if you commit, like I said, commitment drives success. If you commit to the next 60 to 90 days and you work with our team and work with the person that shared this information with you, work with me, get these people plugged into our webinars, get these people plugged into our Facebook pages, our Twitter pages, and plugged into Solavei in general, watch what happens. Because this is a revolution, I will tell you that. It is crazy how fast it is growing. So speaking of that, I'm hoping I have a special treat for you tonight. I have one of my business friends. Yeah, I don't know why nobody else is chatting, Bill. They must be shy tonight. But I have one of my good friends, and also a Solavei Thousandaire, Steve Stucke. Steve, if you're on the line, which I hope you are, could you hit *6 on your phone, and you should be able to unmute yourself, and hopefully we can hear you. Oh, I probably have you in listen-only mode. Hold on a second. Discussion mode. Hold on one second. Once again, new software platform. I'm trying. Oh, hold on. Okay. All right. There you go, Steve. Steve, if you could hit *6, see if we got you online. Hello, Steve. Hey. Awesome, Steve. Thank you so much for joining us to the call. Oh, that's okay. Thank you for joining us for the call. We had some technical difficulties before. Actually, guess what? I see one of your guys is being very chatful in the room tonight. His name's Bill. Is it Corpron? He says that you're his sponsor, and he has lots of questions. So I'm gonna take care of him. But first off, let me introduce you to Steve Stucke. I've known Steve now, what, little over a year, Steve. We first met up. We were actually at the launch together, and I will tell you that hands down, bar none, Steve has built some huge, successful companies in the past, organizations and teams. And I think he's going to shed a little bit of light on what has given him the insight to Solavei, why he's so passionate about Solavei, and also maybe a tip or two. Steve, if you wouldn't mind helping us out with that. It's all yours. Well, Steve, thank you so much. So much. I'm going to go ahead and unless you have anything else, I'm going to go ahead and put this back in conversation mode here, listen only mode. But thank you so much for being here with us, man. And I will tell you, Steve is the relationship builder, and that is very, very true. It's all about, like you said, some people aren't ready for Solavei, and then like they're stuck in a contract. We want to do the right things for them. We're not a bunch of smoke and mirrors here. Like I said, I said earlier in the webinar, I turned a guy away from Solavei at this instant because you know what, it wasn't right for him, and I don't want to have somebody come in and say, oh well, hey, this is the greatest thing on earth, and you know what, they were showing no signal and say, hey, you know what, your area is full 4G, you're going to be great, guys. That's not what it's about. Okay, how long? First off, you've shot your credibility. Okay, I would rather have somebody feel comfortable with what they're doing, and like Steve said, build that relationship with them so that, you know what, hey, they just put a 4G tower up in that area. You know what, they're going to come back and they're going to say, hey, you know what, that Keith guy or that Steve guy led me in the right direction and didn't force me into anything. He's an okay character. So very, very true on what you're saying, Steve. Thank you for all the motivation, and guys, absolute rock star with Steve. I know he's got a huge organization that he's building, and just thank you for being with us and being part of our team, Steve. We appreciate that. So having said that, guys, thank you again to Steve. Appreciate you being here. I want to go through this promo. So here's the deal. We've got, let's see, it is about going on 11 o'clock my time Eastern. Okay, so we have about, let me rewind that back 3 hours. That makes it 8. We've got about 5 hours. 5 hours right now. And let me put my camera back up here. Okay, guys, we got 5 hours to get Solavei out to those people who are on the fence. If you're just starting in Solavei, get them to this webinar. Or not this webinar, but get them in front of Steve, get them in front of myself, get them involved and say, look, guys, this is what's going on. Become part of it. Okay? 5 hours to take care of this promotion. I don't know, and I don't think that this promotion will be extended. I can't say. Okay, I have no inside information, but I can tell you this: $39 for the next 3 months. I mean, it is really a no-brainer. And on top of that, your trio. If you were to get a trio for those people who are involved with Solavei, for anybody coming aboard, you get 3 people tonight. Guess what? You're going to get an extra $50. Okay, so don't hold on to this lightly. This is time sensitive. Okay, so if you have anybody on the fence, anybody you need to share this with, get them going. Okay, it's very, very powerful. So I'm going to stop with and end with, like I always do, this last slide. What are you going to do? Well, you got to get started. Okay, get in. If you're not in with Solavei, you need to be in with Solavei. Get social. Get out there with Pinterest. Get out there with friends. Get out there with family. Get out with Facebook. Tell them, hey, I got involved with something that's going to eliminate my cell phone bill. Don't say, don't say I think it's going to. No, be positive. This is, next month I'm not going to pay a cell phone bill. That's how confident and how powerful you can be, because I can tell you it does work. And there's multiple other people on the team that we can hook you up with that will tell you that Solavei works. Okay, so with that, we want to get your mobile service free. And then if you want to take it to the next level, we are here with you, backing you 110%, 150%, or whatever you want to call it. We're here for you. So with that, we're going to close it up. Thank you for being with us tonight. Bill, let me answer a few of your questions here. Let's see. Let me go back up here on the charts real quick. And oh yeah, by the way, if anybody's still on the line, you're welcome to stay on. I'm just going to answer a couple questions here for Bill. And if anybody else has a question, go ahead. Might as well take the time and do this. Let's see. It says here, okay, $43.99, and then monitor it monthly. It's not even really $43.99. Well, I don't know what your if Steve brought you in and sponsored you, he obviously told you it was going to be $39 for the first 3 months. There's tax on that. Then it will go up to $49 plus the tax, so the bill will be anywhere between $54, $52 to $57. I've seen it anywhere in between there, depending on where you're at and what your local taxes are. So that's your first one. Biggest thing is that they can tell people they can get paid by their referrals. Absolutely, that's what it is, guys. get on Straight Talk, which I think that you just you were on Straight Talk, saying, hey, you know what? If I told somebody about Straight Talk, are they going to pay me? No. If I tell somebody about Solavei, yeah, absolutely. International rates, I can tell you that they're all in the back office. Okay, so once you get signed up with Solavei, it's all back there. It's a prepaid, so you load the account, and they vary from country to country, but they're very reasonable. I have seen that. Straight Talk, even though you reloaded it. Well, here's the deal. They're probably not going to give you your money back. I will tell you that. These, unfortunately, that's how prepaid companies work. I was with the company. I was with H2O. Nothing bad, great service, but when you cancel their service, if you still had time left, you're done. So sorry about that. I wish we could have caught you a day sooner than that, but you can always try. You can say, hey, look, it wasn't working in my area. You could try that. Let's see. Steve, advice? Absolutely. Copy what Steve is doing, man. He's built a huge organization. And yes, Bill, you're absolutely right. It's all about relationships. So with that, guys, thank you so much for being here. Bill, feel free to give me a call or touch base with Steve, and we work together too. So anything that we can do to help you out. And with that, everyone, have a great evening. Sunday at 9 p.m. Sunday 9 p.m. Eastern. Be here. I'll probably put together some type of training, probably through the enrollment process, and maybe on the phones. I'll see what the team would like some training on our Facebook page. I'll say, hey, what do you guys want? And we'll go from there. So with that, guys, have an incredible evening. Thank you so much for being with us. Steve, if you're still on the line, thank you for being part of Solavei, part of my webinar, coming on board and tell us a little bit about why you're here and some nuggets and everything else. So with that, guys, have an incredible evening. Keith Gibson, I'm out. Have a great night. Bye.